Hugo, I'm done. I'm finished.
Well, that's fine, because we're just getting started. Yes, Team Spirit's battle versus Mongolia continues, right? Able to run over the Huns yesterday, but now they face the Mongols. Hugo, any kind of immediate reactions to this one?
Two very different days yesterday, right? For the Mongols, it was a grind. It always tends to be for this team, but they did come back and they did shut down, you know, an upcoming CIS squad. For Spirit, it was the opposite. It was a walk in the park. This is definitely going to be harder, though, right? Mongols with or without practice, shooting better than your average team. And now we go to very firepower heavy maps in Dust and Ancient. So excited to see if Spirit can replicate what they just showed us back in Rio, a grand final berth, of course. And only losses to Falcons of Vitality, one of which they found revenge at least on in the playoffs. Team Spirit with an uptick from Tania. Time to answer some questions today.
Mzinho living on borrowed time, but he's got support. Oh, it was meant to. In comes Donk with the dualies. Rosera's turn next, and he does not fare well. And so Team Spirit rested the pistol, meant to just be a formality. It's a 4v2. They've got the spot on 9-10 out in top mid. That bomb is going into B, and with Blitz dead back at the spawn, there should be a Spirit pistol signed, sealed, and delivered.
Yeah, and call Mongols what you want. You cannot call them risk-averse. They're happy to take them. They're happy to get down in the mud, get dirty with their opponent, and, well, Spirit will meet them there, punishing all of those repushes in this first round. Very dangerous little jaunt out through the mid doors from Cobra. Donk's dualies are good for the job, alongside Shiro's P250, kind of fade on this team. Crazy stat from Prof, though, 265 days since an MVP, but, well, hey, a year ago, add another 100 days, and it was an MVP for Donk at this very event.
Yeah, they're the defending champions in Astana.
But a very different level of competition this time, safe to say, right? That was a grand final against Astralis. Playoffs featured a FURIA with their first outing as international roster. MongolZ, of course, as well, making the semis. But it's going to be harder for Spirit this year around if they want to defend that title. That being said, feeling like one of the better frontrunners to do so. FURIA certainly stormed through their first game yesterday, though. I think everyone is jumping at the opportunity to win an event without Vitality. Donk dead in this round. Up cat they go. Shiro, lovely double, and he drops in, going hunting. Low ammo. MongolZ will concede. Spirit have won this round. Just about kills now. These are, without a doubt, two of the four most popular teams at this event, though. Two teams we'd love to see in the playoffs. Coming up later, we have the other two of those four most popular teams, FURIA, Heroic. Well, one of which, FURIA, and of course Falcons, who are taking on 9Z later today. Blitz getting involved, and that is one way to kick it off. No more.
Now to make it surprisingly costly. Chance for even more with Cobrazera having hit this timing to get past Zontix. And of course he clears it.
That was close though. Spirit playing safe, gonna group in the 3v1. Techno left, lost in middle. Doesn't go for a gun in lower or top mid. He's just gonna go for the fight with Deagle here. Go on, do it. Oh, close. But you need to nail that first jump shot. Instead, Spirit get it over the line with ease. Zontix triple. And MongolZ coming in with the full buy. I like your fake molly deep. They're going to go right up through it. Oh, Magic's not believing, but yeah, right behind that Molotov, they move in. This is really quick timing here, and Spirit are almost certainly going to commit off of this play. 9-10 is ready, but how ready?
Gonna need a great sequence for 9-10 on this orb. First shot lands and always does a lot to alleviate the pressure. Means he can be a bit more considered in this second fight. Smoke even dropped in, gives him way more room to play with. I'll lose Blitz over towards the ramp. 9-10 takes up the position of his fallen captain. Meanwhile, mzinho with a rush down out towards the long doors. That now frees him up to come back. 9-10 collects on the collateral. Shiro, no winning that one in the 1v3. I know 9-10 hit some blinders, but I want to say credit to mzinho there on the long doors chase. Just a great knowledge of what was meant to happen in that round for Spirit. The idea that they would have that late long lurk for Zontix while all the attention's on Catwalk.
It's
all players there, you know, you kind of get stuck between two minds of looking for that kill or waiting at long to see if it's presented. He just goes and rushes it down.
You also don't know if it's clear, right? Like, you can presume there's a lurker there, but sometimes there won't be, and you're not certain. That's a great way to get the answer to your question. Full clear it. If it's empty, he can go back, he can flank. But instead just forces the frag onto Zontix, and Spirit gets shut down on short. Nice collapse for 9-10. Cobrazera joins him on a second orb. I gotta break this mid smoke again. Spirit are just peering into top mid now. Donk is lower, safe from the orb. Shiro hits his. And seeing Cobra in the kill feed. Spirit know there's one more likely on this A site. Shiro 9-2 beginning to this game. Blitz just caught a whiff of someone up on Cat. No kills getting presented here to MongolZ in response. Pressure on B.
And only one man here. Techno unable to hold on. Donk with the running gun. Shiro's orb. Causing a ruckus out towards mid. It's a flawless round here for Team Spirit. No issues as they promptly answer back with that B play.
It's just so early, that exec, that commitment, right? Tanir's still faking Cat, he's making some noise. Him and Shiro covering each other in middle. MongolZ aren't ready for just a straight up beat down on B. Donk and Zontix run in. And that entry decides the round. MongolZ so focused on middle. Nice pacing call here for Spirit. And they will take all the kills. No casualties. 4-1 lead. And Shiro with a triple kill as well. Defeating those AWPs. 4-1 and Spirit looking ripe. Plucking these rounds.
Okay, he was able to get them back. We're all good.
Or was he?
Ah, well.
Oh.
Not ideal.
They're out. They're running. Pressure on Cat. Where do you stand here, MongolZ?
Blitz alive with an M4 out towards the car. Goes unaccounted for. Had to be the lineup, had to be the mowdown, and when that doesn't happen, Ninja in this 2v2. Bomb makes it across. Zinho's walked the smoke. One tap could do it, but actually 910's beat him to the punch. Tanir's also lost in this smoke, and oh dear! Not a round the MongolZ was supposed to win, but they get it done. 910's AWP with some important kills. mzinho smoke walks while Tanir's lost in the source.
There were 3 smokes down on that cross there, all over the place, in front of car by elevator. There was nowhere safe to go. That is a shocking round to win when you consider MongolZ had no cat control, had no long control, were just locked into CT spawn. Somehow, some way they do it. Waiting for that smoke break. Cobra has the cat jump up as well.
Makings of a mid to be on this one. Well, where they changed that. 3 players out in middle. Flash to go and take short control back, and that will at least keep the MongolZ far away from mid if you want to commit to this mid to be. That one flash and the footsteps on short have put the fear in them, and so they went back into a AAA setup. This is very much a kind of restricted 2-3 setup here, where rotates won't be able to come through if the B site doesn't hold its own.
Now they know. Zinho with that break from his teammate. It's excellent work, but they still hard clear Cobra backside, and that's sometimes all it takes. B side falling with just a single kill. Now, unless Shiro dies here, tempting MongolZ back in, this should be a done deal, and he goes swinging for the kill, but they've already pulled out. Team Spirit bomb down, lock in this round. I like the idea there for the MongolZ, but as is often the case, you need multiple kills on your B defense and no teammates nearby to help out. Cobra starting very slow to this game, and Spirit punishing on this B bomb site again and again. This is no donk show right now. This is a team effort.
Well, or a Shiro show.
Yeah, he's playing great too, but nothing in that round. Didn't matter.
Timeout called in for the MongolZ. I think for Spirit, expectations fairly high here in Astana, not just because they're the defending champs, but you touched on it earlier, right? The idea that all these squads are chomping at the bit with Vitality not in attendance. I think as well, Spirit obviously just faced them out in Rio, where they tried to deny the Grand Slam. weren't able to do so, but they want to feel like they keep making moves in the right direction. This is all on the run-up to the major as well.
I liked how Magic's talked to Banks as well in his interview about that feeling, like reminding themselves that, hey, everyone enjoyed going to a final, and if they really enjoyed that, well, I can assure you winning is better. And at the same time, this is the team with the most proven form right now, if you consider Rio, right? Falcons aren't necessarily proven, given their in-game leadership change, although expectations are still high. It's a different level of expectations. FURIA have fallen off recently. This is, right now, the front runner in form.
Yeah, especially if they want to kind of be one of those teams that try to contend with Vitality, looking to tournaments down the line. Looking at the major in Cologne.
Yeah, there's a couple of teams that have made games close or taken maps, right? But to be fair, that grand final for Spirit, there were chances to win out maps, weren't there? Dog getting pressured here in the smoke. They come right through and they find him, but the team bail out with quick trades. 4v2 for Spirit. This looks like a lock-in. MongolZ are still interested, and for good reason. They fought their way back into this round. Techno close, not known, but Zontix clears, and that's the round coming up for Spirit again.
Also think it's kind of sick because obviously in Rio we had Spirit, taking a series over the Falcons, which was famously always an impossible task. That was what got them into the final. Then I think the Carrigan change actually makes that a potential sick matchup in the future because he's got his own separate history with this squad.
Sure.
Thinking back to the early CS2 days where they were in every final. Katowice, the dawn of Donk, when we very first saw him. Taking them down in a very one-sided final. Beating them in Shanghai at the major there. So a lot of history between the teams, the new individual. Two squads that are kind of front-runner teams to try and bring the challenge to Vitality.
It's true, right? It's for Falcons, it's just been potential, just untapped potential for the longest time. At least Spirit have realized it. Just waning form, but looking to come back at the top of their game. And this would be the perfect event in the lead into the major for Spirit to pick up to remind us just who this team is and what they can do. Especially considering, when we talk about Rio, it came off the back of other players stepping up as well. Sure, Donk had his moments, he always does, but Tanir with a great tournament, taking more opening fights than ever.
Yeah, I think it's kind of interesting when you think, on the timeline of it, because, almost early on, for a lot of teams, there was kind of this arms race to put together squads that were capable of besting Donk within Team Spirit, just how terrifying he was as an individual. And in a way, it was like his uptick that led to the downfall of FaZe, which then allowed Vitality to go on to get ROPS, which then, they were the team that won that arms race. They went on to become like the most dominant team in Counter-Strike.
I like that.
And so now, Spirit rejoin an arms race of their own, but the idea now isn't building just around Donk, it's having a really solid team that can hopefully rival Vitality.
Oh, I do like the way you frame that, though. Spirit causing their own issue. Everyone's issue now. Seven rounds on this T side. It's a damn good start. Say start because Spirit with no intention of slowing down. Kitless round here for the MongolZ. Great grenade though. After mid-spam from Cobra, Blitz will dunk the in-game leader here for Spirit, and they still move up short. Orp on the line, block comes in, Spirit may be saved by that. Push themselves into a mid to B. Zontix just eats the flash, doesn't reveal position. So Spirit still going for the cat take. And Blitz hanging out on the edge. 910's going to flash him in.
Oh, good catch for Blitz, and then just darts on out of there, extending this advantage. 20 seconds left, boys. Time to get a bit of a move on here.
What, back to T-spawn, you mean? This is done.
Just shut down on short. 2 kills is all it takes. Both of them coming from Blitz. It's all right. A flawless round for the Mongols as the save call comes in for Spirit. Just kind of lost the bulk of the pack, and then the round was dead in the water.
Some good B spawns. Might tempt Shiro for a pick here. Donk fighting forward. Smoke comes down. He goes right through. Full B rush here for Spirit off that smoke plume. No assistance needed. Cobra is here, but is he here in time? That door smoke is coming down. He might just have to throw himself in.
Oh, tried it, but Zontic's gone on. They know where the next fight's coming from. They know the only hope for the Mongols, try and stop them before they cross on in. And Shiro continues just this tear that he's been on from the word go. A smoke shot to really seal the deal on this round.
I love that idea though, right? They throw the molly, Donk's fighting in front of it. As soon as the smoke lands, he just rushes through. Hands busy. No one standing in front of that tunnel smoke. And even the trajectory of it reveals the position of the B player. Punish on this B bomb site. Maybe a kill here for Magix as well. On the right side of the door. Ooh, lots of damage. Both of them low. Come on, get them. Oh. Those kills would have been really annoying coming into the last round of the half. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah. Would have been the AWP out of place, so 9-10 at least has that to hold on to. Likely would have cost them an extra rifle as well. But just off the mark. Final pause. Oh, sorry. Second pause burned out by the Mongols. As they desperately try and scrape together something on this CT side. 9-10 knows he's kind of lucky to still have this AWP in play, so want to see him put it to use. But then again, I think so does Spirit. They've got 2 AWPs here. Long spawn on one of them. And a B spawn on the other. So gonna go and seek these peaks on the, or these picks rather, on the AWPs.
Oh, he wants the break. He's gonna get it. There he goes deeper though. Magic's offered no pick. 2 orbs committed as well, right? There's an AK back in spawn, but he is yet to go back for it. Spirit of playing this one out. Double T-side orb. Donk eating grenades. Maybe hand him that. No swap. Bogdan died for this.
Donk's gone and taken a very passive position out towards the long doors. He'll hope to come into play a little bit later. Mid-pick there for Zontix, and that has shuffled the defense around. Blitz gets out of the bomb site, but Spirit are going back. This leaves Donk largely out of the picture.
Techno can't get multiple kills, it's done. 15 seconds though.
Time going low. One for Techno, needs more, and Magic's just charging in on the Tech 9. Gotta get this plant, boys. Time's low. Magic's just gets it down in time, and Shiro's here with the cover. Now Donk gets to play.
Oh!
In 9-10, wall bang, Magic's orb, still standing. And now he's looking for Donk, chasing Ghost as it's a backstab for Donk.
Oh!
Shut down, Team Spirit collect. Tagged right at the start of the round. Donk plays it late out through middle.
Oh, he arrives right on time to save that round there. They had an inkling, they pieced it together. But Donk just nails that headshot. What was that wallbang kill with the orb? Did 9-10 see something, or is that just a feeling? On top of the box, perfect kill onto the AWP. And some fantastic AWPing from Shiro and Magix right when required. My oh my, MongolZ meet their match, that is for sure. 9-3 half. And Shiro at the forefront of it. Zontic's also a lot of key entries in this game. Or kills on extremities. I mean, it's that frag out mid to B that pulls the entirety of Spirit back with only 15 seconds into that B bomb site. Nothing to complain about here for Team Spirit. MongolZ slow to start, but a team that are known for their comebacks. They did it just yesterday. 9-3 down against Magic into overtime, many overtimes, and they won it out, so let's see what a pistol has in store.
Did it versus Magic, but can they do it versus Magix?
Remains to be seen.
You can kiss goodbye to any hope of a comeback if you don't win this pistol round. It's low and slow, the order of the day here. MongolZ led by a very interesting player in Blitz, someone who so often looks to speed to be the solution, loves an aggressive round. They try going slowly into this pistol, what with how important it is to any hope on Dust2. They're met with nades and resistance the moment they get out through short. mzinho, long wrap, will convert on that second, and so the kills come in for the MongolZ. Still have these dual Berettas closing in on the short side. Donk's dualies, not to be trifled with. Don't underestimate him. You're foolish for doing so. Zontix moves in to link up with Donk. Fake flash. Let's take eyeballs off for a second, but then the peaks come out. mzinho swinging, fighting every step of the way. Just been a bit of a master of those long doors. CT side had some good solutions to the lurks that Spirit were trying to lob in. His lurk finds great impact.
Yeah, it's a surprising round win for MongolZ when you consider Spirit have the positions, they have a smoke down, they have the 5v4 as well, but some banger headshots, look at those, from mzinho will get it done, forcing Spirit's force in this second. MongolZ a lot of fun to watch on the T side. Will this be their T side? So we still have a couple of players yet to really wake into this game. Techno and Cobra, 2 and 3 kills. And as Spirit did, MongolZ will do the same. Contact up catwalk, nade at the ready for Magix. Nice damage again, as was the pistol. MongolZ look like they want to commit. Oof, nades, problematic.
Yeah, just been getting away with great damage on this util. Have Team Spirit still needs something from the pistol. Shiro Deeg delivers a double, and now all of a sudden there's hope. 9-10 gets rid of him, and in comes mzinho. Brushing aside the two defenders. Body shots would be enough on two of these players for Zontix, and that nade. Gets mzinho out of the picture, but he doesn't look interested in this. Reroute into CT. Has to be loud on the approach. Oh, Zontix onto something now as that's blind a hit. Can he follow up? Head spotted on 910, but it's the Khalil. The spam could come through. 910 had to take that swing. And a massive clutch keeps the MongolZ in the conversation.
I mean, that's MongolZ DNA, taking every fight in the post plant. That was so losable. If Zontix hits that last headshot,
and he was given ample chances.
He got 3 bullets out. If one of them hits, he has time for that bomb. So MongolZ high-risk round, to be honest. Maybe too high. Fighting on the lip of default. Letting Zontix in, but it's not a round win here for Spirit. It's one that can be forgiven for now. That is a scary round, though. 9-5, and the eco for Spirit. Business as usual for the MongolZ. Wielding Deagles. Trying again. Shiro on the edge takes one with him. Frustrating kill, if nothing more. I like this, break the smoke, they just want the fight. AKs are plenty here. Flushing out Team Spirit. Now Donk with a little deagle.
Bomb has been planted. Gets a lot harder now that they know where he's coming from, and yeah, everyone just ready to fight him the moment he arrives on shore.
God, say what you want about MongolZ, they are just not scared, are they? They do not turn away from a gunfight.
Really not a part of their DNA with how blitzes always like to lead. If you find yourself playing scared, you probably shouldn't be in the MongolZ.
Yeah. All right, Shiro's 19-8. Here's his first gun round for Team Spirit in the second half. 910 sees 2 rifles cross. It's Shiro's Orb supporting on long.
Been a really solid start to the tournament for 910 as well. One of the things we were saying at the end of day one was that a lot of AWPers hadn't really taken charge of the server. Well, that's changed massively here. Even just looking at this series, Shiro is the main focal point behind Spirit's success in that first half. 910 top in the charts for the MongolZ.
Oh, that lurk smoke fails massively. So Spirit can laugh it off. They're not worried.
And they're very happy with that. They're saying, okay, the MongolZ have just blocked tunnels, guys.
Free smoke.
And now they lob in one of their own. That's a huge problem with 40 seconds left in what was going to be a mid to be. Still might have to be for the MongolZ.
They just focus mid.
Dead after one. mzinho with a key trade, and Zontix can't hold on either. Break on this smoke, but mzinho doesn't play out in the open. Oof. And Tanir was the guy that really had to deal with him if you wanted to even think about this retake.
That's a round the Spirit should not be losing, to be honest, right? They did the right thing. They realized the lurk smoke failed. They reblocked. They fight mid to B. Donk gets one, then just falls out in the second fight. Zontix can't trade. Absolute whiff on the tunnels push, and Spirit get 1 for 2'd inside of the B site. They got given a free smoke. It's a bit of a disastrous hold now as MongolZ from 9-3 down are suddenly within reach of this comeback. We just said they like a comeback, and here they are.
Terrorists win.
Suddenly that first half completely forgotten about.
I mean, I think this is also like one of the, in terms of this series, one of the sick things about the veto we've ended up with is it's comfortable maps throughout, right? It's not one of these kind of one-sided vetoes where you're expecting teams to walk away super comfortably with each of their map picks. Dust2 to start, Ancient up next. By no means a stranger of a map to Spirit. Mirage is the decider. Yeah, this is the potential to be three very tightly contested maps. And you were ready to write the Mongols off here only because of just how one-sided that first half was, right? Nothing but these one-and-done rounds, as you can see. They get onto the T side and they're hitting very, very hard. Even a force around those saved guns here for Spirit. Good opener for Shiro. Always have to keep a watchful eye on these mid doors. The Mongols, no strangers to going for these fast contact plays out through mid. And a layered peek into the tunnels. First two players that are sent out as feelers for the Mongols come up short.
See Donk A4 every day. It's going to get tested in this B site. They go out mid to B. They know that both players in this site. Donk has a cross cover, but he's blind, and Zontix gets hung out to dry. It's Donk's spray to save this round. 9-10 trying, but they're coming through that smoke behind him. Can he pick Donk? Oh! Yes, he can. To near 1v1, and 9-10 prioritizes the bomb.
You got a whiff of him there on the cross. 9-10. Heart's racing, but 2 kills to the good. Is he going to stop now? Out towards the window. Hunting for Tanir. 9-10 with a glorious 1-on-3.
Mongols are winning rounds almost 3v5. They have 2 players on 3 kills right now. I guess Spirit, almost a similar situation. But what a comeback in this game. Mongols 1 round behind, breaking Spirit again. Donk multi-kill, not enough, as he is flushed out by that patient AWP. 9-10 just shotgun AWPing. If Donk hero M4, Zontix the same. But look at this control, crazy from mzinho, just spraying and running, still traded by 9-10. Not missing a beat on this AWP. With a snatch and grab. And Zontix peeks up top mid, sees nothing, so they should know this AWP is not alone.
Yeah, Zontix is doing a lot in this round, right? Like, not having any fragging output, but just the info he's gotten for Team Spirit is massive. It's allowed them to keep the 3-man stack here. He was very proactive in his move to go and clear middle, clears out the tunnels, confirms the suspicion of Spirit that it is the A play, and might even be able to find Blitz as he looks to move in through the catwalk. So Zontix, huge impact here with the info gained, the 1 kill to stop the lurk from Blitz. Is this the streak of the Mongols about to get broken? 9-10 dead. Techno, that's his 4th kill of this map.
He's going for it then.
Oh dear. Magix tries to go through. Hands that kill away.
Oh, he doesn't have time for this move. Is he going for both kills here? One's on Cat. This is a lost round. Even if he gets this kill, 6 seconds, Shiro can just run. Shiro can just live. 3 on the clock, he falls down. That was so close. Shiro was committed. Shows his shadow. A middle finger to finish as Mongols fall just a kill short. Nice try from Techno from the bottom of the board. Scariest thing was there were no grenades left for Spirit. That was a bomb plant available for Techno. Maybe fearful that they were playing for utility. But damn nice try. Takes it down 1v1. Shiro, no AWP saved because of the throw out of the map. But he can buy one still. This is tense, but Spirit just broke that tension with their first round.
If they want to make it easy for themselves, this is the time, a chance to break the MongolZ money. Clash of the Titans here over towards mid as the two AWPers scope up. Shiro and 910 neck and neck. Shiro able to just edge himself out ahead there, deals with that swing out through suicide from Techno, and Donk even survives the skirmish there through the mid smoke. The scoreline, this top heavy on the leaderboard for the MongolZ, though it's come down to a lot of these clutches, a lot of these man disadvantaged situations. So the pick on a Techno is nice, but it by no means guarantees you this round. Mzinho crossing in, dodges the shot from Shiro. Tanir with one hell of a reposition, gets out towards Goose. 910's found one in the downtime. Flash here to try and get them past Tanir. Mzinho finally commits to that fight.
Donk and Shiro against the world. This bomb getting delayed.
Might just
right
have
now.
to be a save. Like, next round, you get out of this one with an AWP, an AK on Donk. You still have a fighting chance. You know, these are your two heavy hitters.
Looks like that is the case. Spirit pulling back. Donk very low from that mid spray. And MongolZ just intense tenacity to pull back every one of these man down rounds. Shiro is 5-0 in openers. Donk is 4-2. None of that stopping the MongolZ.
Terrorists win.
Attempting their own top-heavy game. 910 rivaling Shiro. Mzinho Donk.
Cobra to Magics. How long do we keep doing
Tanir
that?
to Techno.
Yeah. No, it is an odd little 3v3 game of Dust2. And will it stay that way all the way to the end, or will the victor be whoever can get players 4 and or 5 switched online first?
Cobra's in trouble. I feel like they know he's here. Look at this. Flash coming in. They're going to hard clear this, aren't they? Jumping in, Zontix. He knew for sure. AK upgrade, and B is lost by MongolZ. See if they react quickly, or if they want to go back and clear this. Blitz is checking upper tunnels. The block on A. And MongolZ, hey, it wouldn't be their first 4v5. It might not be their last, but it could get worse. Shiro hits a second shot. 5v3. This has got to be enough for Team Spirit.
Awkward around that mid-smoke. Mzinho able to get around Zontix as they both make similar plays in the same moment. And that's opened up a route into this mid to be. Shiro's been surefire on this AWP, but not in this round. Mzinho's past him.
3 on 5. Nobody home.
Oh, 910's even covering that smoke push out of Donk, and yeah, Spirit, they can't go for this.
Oh dear.
10-all after a ludicrously one-sided first half. 9-3 in Spirit's favor. MongolZ just continue to impress. They're not getting the openers more often than not in these rounds, and it's not coming to matter.
Five rounds in a row with Spirit finding the opening kill, if not 2. Only winning one of those rounds. That one's even more shocking though, because Shiro missed shot. He has just been on fire all game. But that miss remembered more than the hit. And MongolZ are just grabbing this opportunity by the horns. 9-3 down, said they like to come back. Did not envision it like this. And Donk, all in all, struggling to really find impact in this CT side. In this game in general, he's had a couple of nice rounds early, but haven't seen that same takeover of the map that is so synonymous with Donk. Multi-kills coming in, lost rounds. This is MongolZ full control, make no mistake about it.
All the time Spirit have had MongolZ close to getting broken. It's not come through. MongolZ do it to Spirit. Zontix and Donk double up and they find that opener. That's also the bomb tumbled out ahead of the side take. It's a big problem for the MongolZ as the smokes fall into place. Gonna be a lot of spam on this. You know that they have to get this bomb back if they want to reset in the 3-on-5. If you're not able to retrieve it, well, that means your hands are tied. You've got to commit into B.
We've seen some crazy rounds. This one should be impossible. Only benefit is the lack of smokes. Shiro's got the last one on Cat. But do MongolZ even want to go on this retrieval mission? That's the big question.
I mean, save makes the most sense, and that's what they've committed to. No money for Cobra Zera, not a lot for Blitz in this next round. But a flawless one for Spirit. They breathe a little easier now, right? It was them with the reset kind of looming over them here this late in the game.
Good high-low for Zontix as well, right? Kind of wider than you would expect on that big box. The real shame the bomb goes first for MongolZ. I feel like if it doesn't, they give that 3v5 a go, given some of the rounds they've won in this map. But it's too far gone going through that choke point into multiple players. And so Spirit get back in the game. Second round of this CT side. Would be almost comedic for Spirit to just close it right here and now after all of the comeback MongolZ have given us. Is it going to be that easy? It really is.
Got a lot of control out here on the catwalk. Again, some potent nades for Spirit. Just to do a bit of damage. Blitz brought down to half. Re-smoke now at the 50-second mark. Spirit with 3 players out here at the A-bomb site. Shiro gets to be a part of that. Almost hoping that the MongolZ do commit to this short take, but that doesn't look to be the goal. Dropping down, changing this one on the fly into this mid to B. Tucked in close. Who else would it be but Donk?
Oh.
There's the lineup. MOUZ down 3. Last time the multi wasn't enough, but this time Spirit have got Donk to thank. Breathing easier now on to map point after it looked like they were going to choke this 9-3 lead.
Oh, just a sigh of relief here for Team Spirit. Donk and Zontic shutting down with all 5 kills there in middle. Scary round, but that drop into mid gives it all away, and not just it's Magic spamming that smoke, Zontix is even out of the B bomb site. Spirit full fight middle and push it into a guarantee of overtime at worst case, but really this should be Spirit trying to close the game here and now. We have a broken, brittle bye for the Mongols. 1 AK on 9-10 who's put in a hell of a game. But perhaps all for naught. As Team Spirit just sit seconds away from collecting their pick of Dust2. An arduous task. Oof. It's not going to get easier. And you are praying you can force Shiro to miss shots if this is going to be a cat play right now. Magix is even backing up. 9-10 could bail on a mid to B, but right now it's feeling like this A hit. Perfect timing Molotov for Tanir. 40 seconds. That makes it even clearer. Blitz is going to get into spawn, but he could just be null and void.
Nade's really solid.
Miss.
Shiro lands a tag, but can't convert upon it. It's Magix to catch him by surprise. And now trying to close in. Knows that they might just look to fight him here while they've got him trapped all on his lonesome. It's one hell of a chase from 9-10. Zontix and Donk been the heavy hitters. It's Donk left in this clutch. MongolZ trying to piece this one together. They want to swing him together.
Oh my God.
Cobra might get tapped out, but 9-10's not going anywhere.
How are they here?
Looking for overtime.
How do they win that round, dude? I mean, it does come down to what I said. It's the missed shots from Shiro. Sure, he hits a leg, but I think he got 3 shots off and he took 1 tag from 3 shots. It's not enough on that cross. Somehow, some way, crumbling down. Tanir, not enough done on that A site, and it has looked exploitable, right? When he's on default, when he's on ramp, been getting overwhelmed.
Yeah, I mean, as we say, right, this game feeling like a 3v3, and you look at the struggling players for the Spirit squad, and 2 of them are over towards that A side of the map. Feels like it could be a way in, especially with the streaky moment there from Shiro out on long in what has otherwise been a really good map for him.
I really like how Magic's played that, right? Just trying to survive rather than just take a risky 50-50 fight up on the ramp. But he just gets overwhelmed. MongolZ realize how important chasing that kill down is, and they go right above him. They throw everything to take down Magix, locking Donk out of a clutch. A 1v1 secured by the MongolZ to keep this game alive. That was 3 pistols. Now they have almost everything to fight for this finish. Donk joins Shiro on an orb.
It's freedom that comes with those 2 clean rounds on the build-up to that last one. Yeah, it's allowed this double orb to come through for Spirit. Something different in an attempt to close out this game. As mentioned, it was 9-3 for Spirit on the half.
0 long control rounds here really for the MongolZ. Late in this T side, Tanir is left holding ghosts. Magix is considering the mid to B. An uncertainty here for Team Spirit as Shiro is alone on the site. Let's find nothing. MongolZ don't jump. Donk locks down close speed with the orb, but having this info so late in the round, seeing nothing in tunnels should be a bit of a sign to Spirit. In come MongolZ with 30 seconds.
This is great util just to continue slowing the hit down, right? You force the MongolZ to commit to this in the final 20 seconds with the mollies, with the nades, the flashes, and now you've got to hit your shots. Shiro, high flash. Hopes that Magix can get set up on the back of it. MongolZ are really taking their time here, and time is a big problem. 10 seconds left, 1 kill in the right place.
That's it!
And you could win this! Bombs made it in, just goes down with seconds to spare. In come Team Spirit to walk home Dust2. What a wild game, 9-3 up, choke dodged, and a nail-biter of a final round.
Okay, so the question I should ask as the host is, you know, how did Spirit lose that lead in the second half? How did they come back? I don't want to do that. What I want to do is talk about Blair's relationship with the MongolZ, because one of the things I've noticed during the...
They're on a bit of a Mongolian run right now, our Team Spirit, as they seek to defend their title here in Astana, getting ready for a pistol, and it appears that Team Spirit are on the CT side. MongolZ going to have to see that second half to wait for our answers about Donk out mid. What have MongolZ got to show? Slow starts on a couple of players. 9-10 and mzinho looks really good though.
And they did. 9-10 in great form to open up this tournament at a good day one. Day two might even top it if he can keep up appearances. This would be versus trickier, harder opposition in Team Spirit. He's the guy at the front of the pack in this pistol round, and the A site is wide open.
Nobody home indeed. Blitz has Donut covered from the back, so it's all CT retake here for Team Spirit. Zontix is alone right now. Shadow might give position away, but he still gets his headshot. Spirit coming together and flooding out of Temple and CT. It's going to be a messy round. Donk, another kill. Zontix will fall. Donk is just having a moment here in this site. Triple headshot out of Donk, and Blitz is too late to the party. Spirit have already eaten the cake. There is no way to save this from Donk's grasp. 4 headshots, lock in a pistol for Spirit.
And wow, you know, we were kind of waiting for Donk's impact across map 1. He finally found it by the end of Dust2. And he's brought that into Ancient. Hell of a pistol round. Let's see these from his POV.
Clean as ever. Force for the MongolZ, should be no surprise.
For the MongolZ' sake, you hope that's not a sign of things to come.
What, Donk playing well? You know what? I think it might be. He gets nade stacked in this round. So already a punishing start for Donk, but MongolZ only have 1 rifle here. An effect of the single kill in the pistol.
A is wide open again.
We'll retake. Or we won't. Magic's ready with a block.
You blocked me with cave smoke, and now you're going to die. Team Spirit able to slow the roll of the MongolZ. And with no control over towards A, feel like they are shoehorned into committing to this B play. Second smoke in their face.
Just feels a bit obvious now, doesn't it, right? With how long MongolZ have had to wait behind this utility. Exec coming in.
Site just gets blanketed in fire, but Spirit aren't playing anyone ahead of these smokes. So chance of the bomb plant here for the MongolZ, and it will come through. Leaving this one down to a retake.
Nowhere to hide here. Got to fight for this long control. Smoke fades. Spirit coming in all together.
3 out through the long side. Damage put down range by the MongolZ, but yet to capitalize. Can't follow up on his Zontix either as he storms on in through short. So no issues there, leaving B down to the retake for Team Spirit.
Yeah, first fight weighed so heavily there in that post spawn, and Cobra turns away from long as the smoke fades, so couldn't be worse timing. That is the problem with those B-side post spawns, right? Obviously the guns are lacking for MongolZ, but they just have no position. There's nowhere to stand. You're locked off in cave, you're back at ramp. These are not favorable positions. So the exit comes at a cost. And MongolZ buy again. It is so MongolZ, isn't it? Coming in with Galils in the third round. Not a single AK, barely utility, but the entry does come in. You weren't expecting that buy, were you? The surprise hits hard, but now known about. B is very weak. Careful, Magics. Yeah, Galil spotted. So back he goes. Donk is also on the site. Not for long, though. Couldn't be a better time to walk up ramp.
Yeah, Spirit seemingly having misread this one. Magics will get the spot and a good chunk of damage put down range, but B is conceded.
This is nice, though. Full retake.
Last time able to do it pretty convincingly. Cobrazera's got space over on long and looks to chase down Donk. Good backstab. Smoke broken open. One more back for Cobrazera, but job's just starting. Now got to try and clutch up. Had a really, really rough Dust2. Did this guy. Well, now they need him to offer up an ace clutch. If the MongolZ want to come through with this unexpected force win, Nade does chip damage, but he can't complete on the clutch. Magic seconds away, just steals that defuse and denies Cobra his time in the limelight.
Poor sigh of relief there for Magics. This is Cobra 1 kill below his entire last map record in just 3 rounds, but that's not enough for the clutch. How the hell does Donk get a double on short there? They knew he was in position. Cobra ran him down. Donk in the open gets 2 frags. That's one of those moments of miscommunication where you can see Cobra just running for that kill, but 2 of his teammates peak default to fight Donk first. Would have loved to see them just give Cobra that little bit of room and time to find that free kill. That would have been a MongolZ round off of the force, and of course they buy again. Donk goes up heaven with a vengeance, takes an early kill and departs with ease. Flashing the smoke, Magics is ready for it and even sees more players. Info on 2 of the 3 right now. Team Spirit just taking fights all over the shop. Blitz running a Molotov. It's the classic MongolZ. They are just throwing everything out there right now, and it's not doing well.
Oop. Nice double for Techno, but won't lead to much. Magic's nearby, ready to trade. No issues for Team Spirit. Starting off on this CT side of Ancient.
Definitely feeling the frustration for the MongolZ right now, because Spirit are playing a dirty game. Let's be honest, right? Donk running up heaven, lots of retakes. Magic's rushing cave. It's a very aggressive CT side right now for Team Spirit. And MongolZ are just taking some serious risks. Blitz, full W's through the molly.
Yeah, this is where Mara's called in the early timeout. Often you'll have kind of Blitz call some absolute crazy out-of-pocket stuff, and then in comes Mara to kind of lay down the law. Maybe something a little slower here for the MongolZ. Said it on map 1, but for Blitz, a man whose brain seemingly only capable of thinking quickly, pace and speed often the answer. Or the guy who looks to restore a bit of order to these T sides, or it's going to be another pacey round.
Well, they bought for a 5th round.
It's another pacey round.
Keep them coming.
Let's go. Nades find big damage. Oh, Magic. Great sequence. Oh.
Shiro kills him. Should be fine. Donk runs in. I will say, MongolZ playing crazy. But I like that Spirit are A, matching it, but B, just playing super retake on B. That means you can rush, you can have the site, but you're getting nothing from it, right? You can feel how desperate MongolZ are to take advantage back. They're jumping through cave smokes, they're running through Molotovs. Spirit is just giving them bomb plants, giving them bomb sites, and MongolZ just keep buying. Finally, a half comes in as they don't get a bomb plant. But it already feels like Spirit have, dare I say, won this already. They've thrown MongolZ through the ringer. .5-0 starts. Oh dear.
Oh, well, it's fine.
They got one. Glock comes out. Cobra 1v4. And they leave.
Something I found impressive here was, considering the rounds we've had, Spirit did a really good job of like not burning all their util straight away, right? Able to kind of lay that down a little bit later in the slower mid take out of the MongolZ. Also means that they've just cheapened the investment here by holding on to a bunch of it, building up a serious bank account and a cache of early rounds. Donk in full swing ever since the pistol.
Yeah.
Fast mid take.
Okay.
Blitz gets out with one. Continues to try and run it down through middle. He's got Cobra here backing him up.
Oh, Magic shying away from the fight. What comes in? And a man down our Spirit. So let's see how they solve this puzzle as MongolZ don't need to rush. Get their ducks in a row. They have Cobra very low health out middle. The rest of them surround this B bomb site. Shiro orbs from the donut, and Spirit look like they want to re-clear middle together. Magic's in a naughty position, but one that leaves gaps. And a big gap is cave, one that MongolZ are taking as I speak. Oh, they just got mollied red.
Timing on that's perfect, because Cobra shot away from death. Able to link back up with his team for the B hit.
They need this round.
It's the best spot they've been in.
Magic's time this spam could be problematic. Break on the smoke, bomb in the cave. It's going to go down. It's not shameful to save here, but let's see if a kill gets given over.
It always is.
Okay. Shiro's just boxing them in. That is the round done, unless Tania is on his own in this site. And so no harm, no foul here for Spirit, walking away, hoping that smoke spam did them a little bit better, but here's MongolZ who take it slow and steady. Oh, that's a leg. Bomb might do it, if the molly doesn't. And there it is. No orb saved here. Bit of a disaster on the way out. So even when MongolZ win, in a way they also lose. There's going to be Galils in this round.
They didn't have any issues with that in the first 5 rounds, Hugo.
Well, I'd say from the score they did.
Yeah, it's correct, actually.
Donk sending it.
Oh, flash good. Donk evades.
And now he's on B. You know what? That's just fine.
Crunch down on the lane, backstab for Magix. Won't connect a thing. Replay going. And it's gone. mzinho, double entry, 1 health as he survives that skirmish up through ramp.
Oh, Tanir needs one there. Tanir really does need one. Had the drop on them on default as well, but excellent double out of mzinho on no health. Shiro save. MongolZ finally just waiting for Spirit to make the first move before they commit to anything, letting them initiate on Heaven.
Terrorists win.
So let's see if we get similar pacing. The AWP will certainly help that here for 9-10. To set up and cover these Donk Heaven pushes. Spirit. All fighting the middle. Dear.
Re-clear over in middle. Smoke to block. You got to be worried about that Heaven climb up.
Oh! Okay. V3 here. Spirit with a far more passive round, and MongolZ 40 seconds to make up their minds. Are going to walk out mid together, but everyone's just evaded capture. Donk has been spotted in the red room, but they're just getting pulled apart one by one. Donk re-peaks for a 14th kill. He is having a great map right now, as Techno is left, hoping he can save. Save he shall.
Counter-terrorists win.
I wonder if there's going to be much put in around this AK. Look, man, with a lot of teams, you wouldn't even ask the question. You just say, yeah, they're going to eco. See what Techno can do on the hero gun. And when you know it, the MongolZ are doing exactly that.
AK just dry fighting. They know they can get the site. It's just about what do you do in the post plot. They would love some kills before they get there. Spirit of Fine and Dandy playing these 5v5s in the retake. Oh, nice shot. Can they cross to get the gun? Do they even want to risk it? Donk jiggling donut, double cave. Smoke onto Donk's position. So now he can tuck for his teammate. And it's back to A for the MongolZ for 40 seconds.
dodging the stack, but that's really where the upsides begin and end, because you're going into Donk at 14 and 5. It's the spot, change the burst. Screw it, why not just deal with all of them? Hell of a game from Donk. Cobra's been spotted. Back in the, looks like we're back in the COVID era. We got Barys at a Cobra meeting. And Spirit running away with Ancient. They're looking for a 2-0 here.
Yeah, this is
now, look, 9-3 wasn't, it was enough, but it nearly wasn't enough back on Dust2.
It feels like a different game, though.
Does it?
It does.
It's still the same game.
Okay, it feels like a different Donk.
Okay, that's fair.
It's like, they can't trade him, man. They can't trade him at all. The Spirit are playing with wind in their sails right now, just everything going to plan. Can MongolZ even find that third in this half? Right now, I'm doubting it. Final proper full buy here in round 11. Got the pre-smoke down, so Shiro doesn't get mollied out of cubby, trying to stay ahead of what the MongolZ might do, but this just looks like a B smash. If they can get long control, MongolZ have a shot.
Every time they've gone in, Magic has always been a nuisance from this cave side. And now back down to the retake. Spirit have been more than content to play for it. All of them arrive.
Okay, they play for cave instead, but Spirit, yeah, they have players here. They're setting up retake utility. 4v4. My money's on Spirit.
Blitz tries to block that. Nice. Replies with a spam through the smoke.
Gotta go quick.
Donk approaching 20 kills. Dead on the long side, and with it the retake. Shiro might get one. There just simply isn't time here for Team Spirit. So the MongolZ finally breaking through on one of these B hits.
A little bit too slow there for Spirit, but hey, nice exec for the MongolZ. Finally getting it done. They had some room in the post spawn towards cave. Still good utility and a well-timed peek onto Donk that feels like that was the round-winning kill. I think 9-10 out cave. Catches him looking ramp side. Or mzinho, rather. So MongolZ find that fabled third that was, as you said, almost enough. So 4, by that logic, would be fine. They go back to what just worked. Outside of ramp, ready to burst. But Shiro, oh no, is there a lineup here? There's certainly a trade. Tanir fights behind him. Grenade could be good. It's a little delayed. High flashes as MongolZ are getting dirty on this ramp. They decide against it. Good molly and spam. And they can freeze in the 3v3. Let this AWP work. Let Spirit think. Ooh. It's not the best smoke. Nobody's saying that. But Donk refuses to overplay the flank. If he wants to go T-spawn, it leaves a gap to escape. It's just a gap the MongolZ don't know about, and Donk would rather patrol the backline, ensuring that MongolZ cannot depart from this B hit into the stack they're forced.
Magic's been sharp in these B holds. If you're MongolZ, you need to get past him cleanly, and they managed that on the back of the flashbang. So now you're looking at Donk. Inside, okay. Ran through.
Bliss just jumps him.
What's Antic's got for us?
Got 20 bullets.
Ready for the cave re-swing, but Blitz doesn't give it to him. Instead, looking for the 9-10 AWP. Dink down range, but low on health from that fight, and Blitz blindsides him out from the cave. Said that 3 was almost enough for the Mongols back on Dust. Well, how's 4 sound as they do somewhat recover on this T side?
Well, you know, got to give it to them there. That was 6-0 up for Team Spirit before Mongols got a couple of rounds. They end with a measly 4 on the T side of their map pick, but we've already seen the tenacity to come back many a time from this team. Yeah, Donk's shocked he missed. I am too, but that was Blitz jumping into cave. Hard to get past. So Mongols found their answer, and it was towards the B execute. You wonder if Spirit gave them almost too much respect. They started losing when they stopped, you know, going for heaven climb-ups and getting aggressive. Spirit were trying to stay ahead of an adaptation, but Mongols just kept going for 5B out of spawn.
I think it's one of the things that's always been the case with Blitz. You kind of tell yourself there's no way they can keep doing this, right?
Most stubborn.
But it really was just a game of B hits out of the Mongols.
Extremely stubborn. All right, this is the half I waited for, though. Straight up the ramp, Shiro fell in middle. His shots for Cobra Zero, Spirit storm forward.
Ooh, Techno. All right, we'll convert on 1. In comes
what?
Donk, might be low, doesn't matter.
Ow.
Surely it can't be another 4K. That's how he started off here on Ancient. 2 kills deep already with a bit more still to do. In come mzinho and 910. Waiting for this smoke to fade. 910 rips the head off of Tanir.
Oh.
And the killing blow dealt the way of Spirit. Defuse grab. The Mongols with a pistol round. Donk's multi-kill proves to be in vain.
I mean, it was, you know, from the back foot, really. Mongols got a lot of damage on the cross. Donk was low. Teammate was killed through him. And then he bails out his team on long with a crazy double, but Magix was trapped on default, couldn't escape. 910 just goes straight for the AWP in the second round.
It's a risky move, in my opinion.
It's audacious, isn't it? No helmet AWP. And Harry on a retake. Spirit are going for the execute right now. Mongols have 2 players nearby. How hard do they commit? Oh, Molly bounces off them. Blitz can't stop them. Maybe mzinho can. Through the smoke, 1-for-1. Donk happy with that. Blitz also making a play. Chaos, but Molly pushed back. And here's the AWP moving in.
Connects on Donk. Follow up there. Magix rips his head off. It's around still alive with Tanir battling back out towards CT. And now the spot on Techno over here in Donut. They know where these players are coming from. They know where they both are. It's down to Magix to try and clutch up for Team Spirit. Can't get it done. Go grab that AWP, Blitz.
It's a brutal kill for Blitz there. Full running with the MP9. Even got a smoke spam as well off the planter, so Mongols can breathe easy despite that bomb going down, and I'm not sure that Spirit are as tempted as Mongols were with those incessant force buys at the start of the game. Let's see. Will it just be a more reserved call with light upgrades, or has 3 kills tempted them? It is the former, just a little bit here for Team Spirit, wanting to get their rifle out as soon as possible. to draw 9-10 out of position.
Oh, it's triggering a heavy rotate here for the Mongols. 9-10's orb still in the right place, but a miss could be costly. On plant for Team Spirit. And a little bit of time to get comfortable here. Heavy CT rotates as well, so Donut wide open, and Magix has been able to confirm that from heaven.
So dangerous. No kit.
Okay, Techno gets his one, but you got to go very, very quickly here. This time is a concern for the Mongols. Another for Techno. Dongsteeg starts to reply. Hounds down 9-10. Can't quite find him. How will Shiro fare?
It's done.
Time is a big problem, and Shiro's only made matters worse. Team Spirit, Tech9s and Deegs get the job done.
And that's where you buy a kit, boys. That's a full gun round for Mongols with no diffuser. Big problem on that post plant. Sure, there's missed shots, there's missed opportunities, but that is 4v3 coming in. If anything, 4v2 before Dong lands this. And him and Shiro shut it down with just Eagles. Devastating round to lose there for the Mongols. Meant to be your freebie. But a little fake from Team Spirit goes a long way in this round.
Just a frustrating one to lose for a multitude of reasons, right? Because you highlighted the problem with the kit. They had money to get them heading into that round. You even kind of feel annoyed at yourself that you bit down on the fake so unheavily. You saw frustration there for 9-10 as well because he had the chance to open up the round on the AWP.
He also reduced his shots by 1 because he was big box, and then the fake comes in, and then he moves
out to Temple.
And sure, he missed it as well, but that would have been 2 shots safe enough from big box to Temple. Instead, he gets nothing done. And Mongols full eco. Sign of the times. If you're Spirit, you're expecting the buy here. Just because of what you're up against. But I actually like this call for Mongols. Getting a full gun round in the next. We'll be conceding 10 though, and Spirit just keep hammering it home that we can have the A site whenever we want it.
One team only go A, the other team only go B.
Who wins?
You decide.
Ten score here for Team Spirit. Better run.
Terrorists win.
Seems like it's all going to plan for Spirit right now. Despite the lost pistol, picking up a 4-spy, converting, and now this gun round really decides whether Mongols are going to be competitive on their map pick. Without this round, this is Spirit running over them 2-0.
Okay, mzinho. Full running, full blind. Still good for his.
They saw 3 mids, so maybe not expecting a 4th guy in A main. Yeah, sure, it doesn't check it. That's off the back of just seeing this heavy mid-control round and expecting 2B. So Team Spirit, who called the bomb back, just lost that A main control. Nice setup for Mongols to start off this integral gun round on their campaign to come back.
2v4 attempt. Magix and Tanir, brothers in arms. But this ain't no Catalina wine mixer, Hugo. They've got to try and... Well, they've at least identified the weaker site. So that part's pretty good. Surprise, surprise, it's A. 9-10, power position out towards CT. Gets his one, and that's more than enough. Tanir even getting hounded down. Fake plant, they're closing in, and 9-10 pulls the blade.
Only the Mongols do that. Silly guys, having some fun with it and doing a bit of mental damage as well. A knife of all things to keep the pressure on. Team Spirit not out of the woods yet. Said that round was a requirement to continue this. And so game very much back on now.
Gap continues to close. Donk again tries to run out through middle. The Mongols more than willing to meet him there. Mzinho has been his kryptonite in these last couple of rounds. Again, they're out on A, but this time the Mongols have got 9-10 out towards the spawn.
That knife paid off. He's got the orb.
They are trying to take Donut away from the Mongols. Will Blitz let them have it? No, 9-10 here to help him out. Smoke spam connects.
Okay.
9-10 ain't missing.
Can't even see him in Donut there. There's no way. He's just shooting right through that, bailing out his teammate. I like the reroute for Spirit there, chasing down those mid-rotations, but yeah, 9-10 has your back covered. And maybe the donk sacrifice in middle felt worth it for a moment, but with that open spawn, Mongols don't even allow bomb plant, and Team Spirit now are back to Glocks. You know what? Right when you're ready to ride off the Mongols, they pull you right back in.
And they made it close back on Dust2. Will this be another swing and a miss in the final stages? Or this time, can they complete the comeback? Can they come down to a one-round game?
We know you're there, Magix.
Yeah, but he's saying I'm not here. Oh! He gets his.
Laugh it off, but it's still a one-round game. It's still a late-game recovery here for the Mongols. An 8-4 half. Spirit would love to just relieve the stress and shut this down here in a second map, not take it to Mirage against Mongols of all teams. Especially with the trouble the Spirit have had on that map at times. Pre-smoke down on elbow? Is that miss smoke? Double smoke? Yeah, both CTs.
Do the second one in case anyone's 6 foot.
Or is it to stop the molly?
Yeah.
Puts out the smoke that allows your elbow smoke. How deep are we talking? mzinho, double headshot.
A menace out here in middle. Cobrazera's even pushed through A. And so the map is cut in half. Good tap for Tanir.
But still. Big flank.
One side of the map's pretty open right now.
Yeah, but these retakes have just been rock solid as they were for Spirit on the B site for the first half. And this flank has come all the way in from the other half of the map. Techno calling now they're either cave or they're scaling middle. And it looks like he's about to clear the right position. Perfect timing to this. Techno gets one, and he can just live, but of course it's a Mongols thirsting for blood as mzinho finds a third kill in the round. Are we going to see some Spirit timeouts? This game is out of control right now. 4 rounds straight for the MongolZ.
Donk has had his roll slowed massively by the wrecking ball of the MongolZ. Mzinho has been an absolute menace over towards middle. And that's caused a lot of problems for Team Spirit. And so often that's the source of their openers and their route to the map control that comes with it.
In 3 of the last 4 rounds, Mzinho has killed Donk in middle. In the 4th, it was Techno. Can anyone do it? Donk will, but not for long. Right through the smoke, into the rifle. Team Spirit are down a round. And look at Magic's head in hand. This is the MongolZ game now.
Timeout finally called in for Team Spirit.
It's their first call all game. Sure, CT side went great.
Yeah, you do just find yourself wondering, is it too late?
You could see the writing on the wall.
Because the thing that's been so shocking about these rounds is that they're not even close.
No. Not even getting into post plants anymore. It's 5 straight rounds off kills. All right, MongolZ, can you finish what you started? 5 rounds in a row on this comeback.
Getting heavy into middle. This time some support
Whoa,
from the heaven side. Donk chews through the mid take. The MongolZ all in the mid control, as they've been doing throughout this entire game thus far. And Donk destroys them this time around.
Shout out to Nir as well. He came up heaven, full blinded, and still found that first kill up on the heaven player. Doubles up as well. Both Donk and Tanir at the forefront of these openers. Finally getting an answer on just a second timing to middle. Flash must have wrecked MongolZ there. And Tanir, right place, right time. There's Donk. Look at them lined up, ready to go. Flash spam here from Spirit. Finally breaks a streak. Double AWP. MongolZ won't be doing that again.
Yeah, not going back to the mid take now with 2 AWPs in play.
So Spirit still have to dig deeper, because it's not just been that that's been winning MongolZ rounds. But it's back again. Speed up into this site. Cobra hits his.
Still alive. You want to keep that the case for as long as possible, but in comes Cobra's error, denying him the room.
They can trade this.
Shiro hits his, but still has a lot to do, and with 3 players fast approaching up through the short side, Shiro have the time to make this one happen. They just hound him down the moment he fires off. Zontix can't get past Techno, and the MongolZ refuse to concede this lead.
Oh, it's just who will swing mid later. That's what this comes down to so often, right? Both teams are holding late flashes. Both teams are tucking and trying to avoid the opponent's blind. But then it's MongolZ who come out a second after in elbow and flash peek Magics, forcing the speed up on B. Perfect second AWP position. And Shiro, you know, maybe there's a world where he can 2v5 with Zontix, but he needs his second shot to connect a kill. Donk out elbow instantly. Gets flashed back off, recommits a second time. MongolZ are still here, reflashing themselves. It is just a bloodbath in mid, and it's coming up for Donk again. 28th kill, locked in as they jump up heaven, and Donk is just running for you, rambunctious on this T side. We need overtime.
Call that Donk Javu. That's the exact same mid hit there, out of Team Spirit. And now an identical result, a multi-kill from Donk. Tania getting his on the heaven wrap round. And this one, it goes to overtime, much like Dust2 could have.
What a display from Donk again.
This is mad.
9 multi-kill rounds in this game.
I'm getting a little nervous, though, for Spirit in the grand picture of this. The idea that they need these 9-round first halves if they want to close. They can at least try and earn their stripes here in OT.
Yeah, sure.
Money now isn't a problem. MongolZ, it's a team where everyone can and likes to AWP. So you've got potential here to see a double AWP board out, but they'll decide against it. And that makes sense. It's been a very mid-focused game thus far. Does Spirit go back to the heaven split with Donk barreling out on a second timing? How do things change now that we're in overtime?
Oh, that is crazy to see Donk 3 and 4 on opening duels, but already discussed how this is going down in middle. He's going to start B. Triple mid for MongolZ. They just are so stubborn on this fight. They know they need it. It's done them well in this half. Techno? What? Looking both ways, fiddling with nades. And Donk just peeks him out of heaven. Maybe a miscom or a misunderstanding. It's gonna just concede. Open. Yeah, it's gonna concede the round. Everybody gets their stripes. What happened here? Now don't throw the bomb in first. Worth finding out where the MongolZ are. This AWP patient pays off. 9-10, no saving today. They are everywhere. Nice try. Magic survives the leg, and that's Spirit with first round of OT.
The spawns to go for this mid-take again. Shiro Zorb gets to take the line. Yeah, also with a spawn for Heaven, gets his.
Screw it, Donk's got his trade. But Cobra finishes what Blitz started with that dink, and so a push goes back to the site. Spirit's scared of the flank. Sontix has to watch his back. So Spirit don't speed up. Maybe they're even considering recommitting to A.
I mean, you just feel paranoid that with Cobra all the way through A main like that you would be walking into a stack or a setup over at B.
You wouldn't be wrong, but now Techno's starting to get curious, moving over to group with Cobra as well. That info goes 2 ways. Sontix alone in middle, 2 in A main. This is a big fight here in the 3v3. Sontix picks it up. Oh, that molly actually locks him out. He's going to chase Sontix down. Oh. What a flick shot. That's round.
Nice for Magix, I think, as well, to get to find success in one of these mid-rounds, right? No longer kind of hinging upon decisively winning those opening fights. That was really how they got any of their rounds in the T-side regulation. Usually just securing all your entries on the back of that initial mid-bash. Here, Magix gets to kind of stretch his legs a little in the 3-on-3 and come up with this solution to the problem.
And, you know, that was both teams were calling a good round there because MongolZ realized what was going on, right? As Cobra backs up, Techno replenishes, they just played double donut and Zontix hit some bangers, able to isolate those kills. But both teams had the right idea. It's Spirit who get out ahead, 2 rounds to the good, looking for a flawless T-side, which will be quite the change of tune after these 4-round halves of regulation. Oh! Toys with them. This is priority towards B.
There's so much info right now, just from all the guns you're hearing fire off, all the util you've seen expelled over towards middle, and so they go up into B. They feel like there's a gap here, and they're dead on.
Flash long.
That can feel claustrophobic if you get shut out of both the choke points, but they've secured all these kills. Donk doesn't care about smokes, runs right through them, and completes it with a hat-trick, a flawless half from Team Spirit, and a completely different look to what we had in regulation.
It's turning into a full rush map right now for both teams. MongolZ first 6 rounds back in the first half, they were doing exactly that, weren't they? Just B-pops after B-pops, and never really stopped. Spirit, aggressive in middle, and they put a bow on it with an excellent B hit. You're right as well, those guns, hearing those different weapons, not just A1S's all spamming in unison. Spirit realized exactly where the gap is. 1 round needed to end this series and go 2-0 so far in Astana.
Look, this is now the whole game on the line for the MongolZ. Will that call for a slower pace, or will it still be brawly? Both these teams really embracing these fast pops as the game's gone on.
Okay, but they've got control now. Heaven locked down, Donk pushed out of middle. They don't know where the AWP sits, but they have mid, and that is a big pick.
It's the AWP move, 9-10. Been the MongolZ top performer in this series. Dead first, Blitz will reclaim it at least. The AWPing Hydra of the MongolZ. Once you cut off one head, 2 more grow back. They can all use this AWP, and here's mzinho once again getting past Donk.
Fake being sold. Spirit aren't buying it. There's still 2 players on the B side right now. That bomb's holding. At what point does mzinho call them over? Or do they just walk right into the trap? Yeah, that's enough. Bomb move. Oh, but they've lost both sides.
No, that is the worst case scenario. Now you've got no choice but to link back up with Cobra and go in to this stack. Blitz dead, that's the bomb spotted, and Spirit looking to get here flawlessly in OT. Cobra just a shot away from certain death. Tanir on the reroute into the heavens, meant to watch over this bomb, won't get there in time. But Cobra needs a lot to go right when so much could go wrong. Swing on out, nails Shiro, and we'll get this bomb planted safe from the cave side. The spam gives away Tanir's position. Cobra's got him!
Oh, they're not happy with that one. Absolute choke to close here for Spirit. 3 1v1s levied against them. And that is a disastrous way to let Cobra back in the game. He had the perfect read as well on Tanir's final position. That wallbang was so close to just clipping him through the corner. And Tanir jumping out cave, optimistic at best. Spirit aren't done yet.
That's just a round you should never give away. Spirit trying to keep the pace going. They want this one over and done with. They think it should have been last round, so they come through with a scrap. They come through with a fight, but Magix is dead. Spams all his ammo, gives away the opening. If that 1v2 and a Cobra makes all the difference and allows you to drag this into another OT, what does that mean for the series? The game should have been over.
Who will save them now? They've got to be careful.
Even the way they started this round, like it was that's a frustrating round to give away. Spirit came through looking to brawl, looking to scrap. And you know what the Mongols have done? Think about how they played there in every T side thus far. It's been these super pacey, in-your-face rounds. Well, they go, nah, sit back and enjoy that one, Spirit.
Look at the bomb right now. Blitz is just parked up in A, and Shiro has no idea, right? There's a timing in the back of his head, but Blitz is just locking down the line. Shiro might still find this fight, but Blitz has walked through Temple. Meanwhile, B getting faked hard. Lots of util thrown in. All of the Mongols util thrown in.
Blitz in this position, this should be unlosable.
It's just about bomb. 30 seconds. Can something go wrong there? Zontic's caught knife out. Blitz gets his element of surprise. Shiro mollies, ticks in it. They know. They should know. Wait a second. Donk double. Shiro's still here. Could they get a bullshit round of their own?
9-10 and Techno. Don't crumble under the pressure here, Spirit. They're going to go and regroup. No, they decide against it. Shiro comes back in towards the donut side. Orb parked up on this angle, but 9-10's just left it. Now Shiro can move in. 9-10 deals with Donk.
Gotta go.
Time running low. Shiro gets his molly for main, but throws it out to the big box, and that one just sails past by a fraction of an inch.
Mongols just refuse to go down. They are so hard to put away. A 1v3 with match point against them. They come back in and they get Blitz out into the A side. That is the round winner, and by the skin of their teeth. And Donk is pissed he's still here.
I think all of Spirit are pissed. They can't believe that we're even in this position. The way these rounds are starting, it's speaking of a team that just want to end the game.
And this was 8-4 CT halves. Now we're looking at back-to-back flawless T sides in OT. Zondix. But the orb is second and the rifle has passed. They'll peek it together, or not really. That's at least a trade, yeah. Donk is still close by. They won't commit. That's the bomb. All right.
Like the Shiro just straight away concedes. You can't have him go down out towards red.
How about Tanir?
You've got the spot, you've got the info, you know where two of them are, and you're holding both the flow-through points from this red room. Trying to trap Blitz. They will get past him. An important double for Shiro.
No way.
This is what it comes down to. Smoke walkover in cave. Magic doesn't know. Mzinho's in behind him. That's a nasty surprise. The Mongols, 2 versus 3. Now into a 2v2 with that bomb planted. And it was this 9-10 AWP in the hands of Cobra that delivered them salvation with a 1v3. Now 9-10's got to do a clutch of his own, trading off onto the rifle. Keeps his wits about him, disappears into the long smoke. Dong didn't see that. They don't know where he's gotten to. They don't know where 9-10 is. They don't know it, but they should be looking over their shoulder right now because they're both here out in the open. There's the lineup. Another OT needed.
Another.
All the clutches come through for the Mongols.
A 1v2 to take us there, and that timing of mzinho coming through smoke, that is the round winner as well. Magic's missed him by a millimeter. He just looked off. And not just mzinho through smoke, but 9-10 does the same, puts the AWP down, and rifles his way to a double overtime. How the hell have Mongols survived this? We'll keep it coming. Donk under pressure, spam through that smoke.
Mzinho is the anti-Donk. Like, he always able to get him. The guy 37 and 21, his nemesis, Mzinho on the other side. Besting him in a number of these mid-fights.
The tilt is palpable for Spirit. To think this should have been done. A flawless half of OT. Mattering not for Spirit. Double peek denied by Magix. Stellar in the cave. Even finds that dink. That should be enough, right? And so Shiro follows up, leaving Blitz in a clutch, but count out nothing today. Thank you very much.
Gonna have a bomb plant and a lot of time to get comfortable here. Whoa, wasn't ready for Tanir. Didn't think there'd be someone floating around. Thought he had a lot more room. And so finally, a limit test on these clutches. That one is too much.
Yeah, I mean, it's still a 1v1 if he had his gun out, man. I'm believing all over again.
Counter-terrorists win.
Don't calling the shots here. As that is the first CT round being locked in here in overtime. Would you believe it? Rarely committing out elbow. This one's no exception. Dom gets up heaven. It's like he started here. Just don't even know yet.
It's gonna leave him in the right place with TheMongolz full set for a B play.
Spirit are banking on it right now. They remember regulation. Non-stop B hits, they continue.
Oh, Tanir tried to reply, but his donk only good for one out on long.
Magic's alive, they know he's here.
No surprise, finding Magic's back in the cave. And so it took these B plays a long time to whir up for the Mongols, but they're well and truly in full swing now. Very clean round to snatch one back from Team Spirit. Had flawless halves in the first of overtime. That's no longer the case. 1 for 1 in the second OT.
Reassuring at least that Spirit have one CT round to hold on to, but everything changes in overtime. Previous rounds can be forgotten. Tendencies broken, Mongols go fast towards heaven. Magix gets that smoke in, and about time. Spirit have burned a lot of util early in this round in fear of a faster hit. Shiro's up on A. Donk on donut duty. Zontix, would you really go through this? Tell me there's a flash at least. He's ready to play off of his teammate's contact in donut. That flash comes in. Mzinho tries to cross. Donk spotted. Oh my god, he is just unstoppable, this guy. Hits 2 sidestep headshots. 5v4, Mongols forced into B. But look at that bomb.
It's going away.
What?
What's the idea here for the Mongols? They have drawn a hefty rotation. One guy left over towards A, though, is the big man himself.
Blitz is going donut. They're trying to fake this with 2.
The B play's slowed down, so that's made Donk double down on hanging out at the A side of the map. Spirit is certainly suspicious. This doesn't feel like a B hit anymore, and with the bomb dropped, Donk, you think he's done enough here. Turn onto the donut. It takes Shiro moving in to help him. And Techno with 12 seconds. There's not a hope in hell he can win this one. Team Spirit, don't fall for the antics over at B.
Yeah, massive hold for Dong there to not just stay in position, but to deliver his kills. But you can see the paranoia and the fear and maybe the lack of communication at times. He looks over his shoulder because Shiro is running behind him. That's his teammate. Spirit They're trusting nothing right now, but they have just found 2 CT rounds. Will that be enough after flawless T-halves of overtime? Mongols move to their defense, trying desperately to stop this B-rush.
Up they go. Tanier, Zontix, there's the entries. Magix and Donk follow through with a bit more. mzinho burns alive, and a quick end to this one as Spirit come through, guns blazing.
How does Spirit...
Taste of their own medicine for the Mongols.
Yeah, how do they win that, though? There's a team kill from Spirit. There are 3 CTs watching ramp for Mongols. They started 2 close ramp and 1 on default. They're all watching the ramp rush. Spirit kill their own teammate, and they still survive with 3 up. Donk at 41 kills. And no save today, I'd like to say, and so Shiro survives it. That is match point again for Team Spirit, but it wouldn't be their first. Will it be their last?
Well, a round like that certainly puts the fear in the Mongols. Saw here didn't have a lot of the usual early util lobbed in. You're going to be doing that now with the precedent that Spirit just set.
Back to middle, baby. And nobody home.
Donk at the forefront of this mid-take. Have been burned a couple of times over trying to get through these smokes. Donk delays it for a second, eventually discovers mid is empty.
mzinho smoke spamming, but Donk crouches underneath. And they're going to walk it.
9-10 up. Back here in Donut. Oh my god. There's the lineup.
He hit 3.
On plant for Spirit. A site taken. Mongols nearby up for a retake. And Tania so far removed from this round. Could get the backstab on Techno. That would help out massively. mzinho's dealt with one in the downtime. They come barreling through this smoke out CT, and none of it works out for the Mongols. Their luck has finally run out. Team Spirit look for the close, and they'll take it now. It takes far longer than you could have expected. But it turns out Donk's 40+ kills will not be in vain. Team Spirit now just a series away from the playoffs.
There will be someone who missed today for whatever reason. Maybe they were out with their mom.